冰冷的欢迎。按下进入地图界面，按下 Option 快速进入事件部。证据标示在地图上，暂时设置。超人的天赋赐予你超越警犬的侦查能力，使用心眼。怎么觉得比克苏鲁的互换还要复杂？按照意见继续。What the fuck！ 一开始圣子就母汤了吗？卡隆号。亲爱的查理斯里德先生，6年前我负责调查了发生在奥克姆的幻觉事件。事件部按下 Option 按下启动。我靠，这游戏没有教学的吗？现在是干嘛？选择证据。好吧，慢慢摸索。旋转。
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
手枪的关键线索已收集。这可以开吗？这可以开吗？
Never trust a tourist advertisement. Never trust a tourist advertisement.
这不能拿啊！这是什么？哇嘞，真的没有教学哦。这个是怎样？这个标识是什么意思？不 奔跑 R2是奔跑，瞄准灯下开火物品，轻声攻击事件簿。所以嘞，那这个是要干嘛？没有显示哎。好吧，不管，随便，先走啊。
Now get out.
我的，好 ，get out。哎，靠腰，那我要怎么上去？
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I've found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature. Scion of a robust bloodline. A philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, mister.
Oh, okay.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
哟，真好心啊！
That's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
what the？ 哦，哎，我的关键线索已收集，然后嘞，这是什么意思？地图好像有点大哎。
We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
What the？ Hello， 这个不知道是什么东西。西夏酒馆下风出口。那个人看起来很不友善，先不过去。那里有什么东西吗？这能力是干嘛的啊？哦。
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
What the? Oh.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
看那个掉圣旨哎，门扎的这次起来就必须警告你不要进入隐藏在奥克蒙特地底的遗迹，那里有不该接触的不该被带出来我害怕自己变成别的东西。哦， 看来你生死跳的差不多了。已收集全部证据。收集全部证据要干嘛？哎呦，鲨鱼哎，它被什么东西咬了
？I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
跟科数有关的人都喜欢从 Boston 来啊。
Well, perhaps we can help each other.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
你的样子。
The question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these
与母地的皇室结亲， 是跟大脚
If
怪
I
吗？
may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
又是因斯茅斯了。
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly.
Refugee
They've
你个
taken word
头
from
啊！
local fishermen.
克总
They
的
stir
仆
and
人啊！
agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all?
Huh?
I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
等等，这一个字到底念什么？得了吗？
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying,
fine.
we
Okay.
have a deal.
I see. Thank you. As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
证据当中包含了后续行动的重要线索。要获得证据，必须与人事物互动，在思维殿堂中结合线索，拍摄现场照片。照相机。What the？ 真的是什么都没有教哎！等一下，照相机 ，Where is 照相机？正思维之眼教程，手电筒，物品。然后呢？哦 ，got it，I got it。好，那回去，等一下。我从哪里来的？应该是这里。对。哎，是吗？是啊，我有看到这摊啊。哎呀 ，what the fuck？ 等等，你们的船不会不见了吧？看这都长得一样啊！我从哪一艘船来的？哎，船好像不见了哎。等等。应该是在这里。这个是照相机的吧？ 我靠，一开始还真的没教哎，这次，好，我知道了，照相机，然后，那这边应该就都已经结束了，变成绿色的，然后思维殿堂，这个是要干嘛？好像还不能推理。哦，等一下，你有在拿手电筒吗 ？Hello，你的手电筒从哪里出来的？我怎么觉得你更恐怖啊？我嘞，这都能够爬哦！哎呦，啊，好，我先收1楼好了。到底开手电筒干嘛？还蛮亮的啊！有什么是手电筒才能找到的吗？你看我会转太快了，等等，好像有点头晕呢。这的确有楼梯啊，那我干嘛用爬的？咦，你是谁啊？
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this. Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. K is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. K be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay, have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, Detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
这么多东西啊！
Choo choo.
What the？ 是火车吗 ？OK。金属片。
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
等等，你的圣旨，很汤。是什么？是，就是。
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
你要不要回一下圣旨，大哥？你我啥事都还没开始做，你已经不行。
5 cards short of a full house. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
思维之眼就启动。
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulina, Haftin.
What the? Ah, 不是啊。
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
不能拿哦。
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. Seems like prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
哎呦，这怎么回事？
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
fuck， 这游戏头好痛。
What's happening?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
What's happening? What's happening?
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
啊！然后我的圣旨为什么一直在掉？快点回一下，大哥。连接线索进行推理，线索不是在这吗？哦，要这样子哦，突然发狂。这是什么意思？连接然后我的。
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
艾伯特受伤后逃离。岂不要袭击路易斯一行人的样子，然后 那名叫路是利用自觉的直觉追查到他们的踪迹。
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for. Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
I've said everything I know.
Mr. Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
Bye.
What the...这真的是完全一进来就整个都是谜耶！但等我现在到底要去哪？有没有人可以给我指个路啊？123到底是什么？
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around. You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
一个诡异的地方啊！我可以跳海吗？会死吗？可以耶！ 啊，那我要怎么上去？看，我感受到克总的威力了。那我要怎么上去啊？这血掉太快吧！我已经感受到克总把我拉走了。
I gave you clear instructions, did I?
等等，这他妈是什么东西 ？Hello， kitty kitty。
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
够派。所以我的头好痛，现在到底要去哪？
Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days. Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
Alright, how much? $1?
根本没钱啊，用身体换好了
Has
啦。
no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
好吧，一子弹，子弹真的是钱哦。我要不要用啊？好
Let's
啦
hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see
我也不太
old
明白。
and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars circled by the dead. A race from one to the next as time itself laughs.
他真的是把我想要讲的话讲出来了。
I think I'd like my bullet back.
It is what it is. The truth will out soon. Me, I just caught an early glimpse.
Why do I feel like I got scammed?
Oh, 花一个子弹有奖杯哦，好啦好啦，
Hey, knock it off.
给你。我撞你，你还会骂我哎？
Hey, knock it off.
我撞你呢？哦，你只要吹口琴不理我。
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
啊，这有个再见怎么回事？ What the hell？ 你在煮什么？小章鱼吗？
What the? Get them! Oh.
What the？ 被攻上。
The door won't budge.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throckmorton. Back off.
这房子标1，因为我刚刚就是死在房子这的。欸，我好像又掉到不该掉的地方了。What the fuck！ 这要怎么上去啊？掉下来回不去了，没有任何指令啊。那这里怎么会卡住？ 这他妈的卡 bug 吗？哦，要从这哦。OK。哎 ，Hello， 不理我。地图，哎，这里是2哦。代表1在，还要再过去。
Damn newcomers!
这没路可以过去啊。
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us.
3是的这个，哎呦，这里没有东西啊。这里应该就是3的地方吧？对啊，没东西耶。只有一只神秘的章鱼。所以我到底要干嘛？
I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
我的妈，这自由度太高了，我完全不知道要干嘛。是不是有少线索啊？但他说没有找到他儿子，他不会放人离开港口，所以应该是要找到他儿子才对啊。
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
看来还少一个。fuck 那边到底要怎么过去啊？完了，我又掉下去了，超赛。办法加速游泳啊！
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
Embrace your fate.
You want a drink? You want a drink? What the? Get them! Oh.
The door won't budge. won't budge.
What's your problem?
就少了一个线索找不到啊。
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
凭着自己的直觉追查到他们踪迹，到底踪迹在哪里呀？
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Familiar？ 难道是这个酒馆？我还有东西还没。 难道这个酒馆我还有东西还没找吗？这里应该就只剩这个门，可是这个门打不开。刚上面有坐一个人，怎么不见了
You want a drink?
Stay alert! Monsters
Mr.
lurk
Carpenter's
underground.
food give away with this darn
Everywhere.
foreclosure. You want a drink?
看起来这里也没东西啊。难道我要游过去？那难道我要游过去吗？那边好像不行，完了，我觉得我又要死了。哎，这里就是1了哎，所以应该是在这上面啊。我的 bug 要怎么上去啊？这也太诡异吧！哎 ，Hello， What the fuck？ I'm going to die. 你爬不过去真的是最奇怪了。这边不知道被什么东西地形卡住吗？哇！ 那感觉是故意不让人过去欸。bug 我的线索有什么？一位渔夫带着圣人回到这里，随即离开。
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong. There's something in the pocket.
确定再给我1个礼拜的时间。
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far. Door won't budge. 1 one fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
我的 Oh my God！ 我的身子跟我的血。
I've seen some unsettling creatures around, like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea, others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Throck. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him once and for all. but save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Want to spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
Well, I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
Please, I told you the truth, I swear. Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
What the fuck？ 他还是放了他？看，那我刚应该拿子弹的。
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something,
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures, and they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately, not immune to gunfire.
Yeah. I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
Yeah. I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
I've tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things prowling the back alleys. And they tore him apart. It was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas. This was my revenge to exact, not some wild beast's. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the story. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Okay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
左轮手枪。
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
亚瑟大街和休伯特大街的交叉路口。休伯特大街，亚瑟大街。 城市中许多隔离区里面到处都是怪物。服饰已解锁。
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
我知道你在刚刚这边，我的性命危在旦夕。
Never again, they say.
Oh, 原来是这个啊！风衣日常。
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
Miss Boston too.我封掉了窗户，并上了锁，并锁上了门。也太多东西了吧！轮回之书。我看到你把东西拖到了房间，小心你把漏了。
The door won't budge. The door won't budge.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you, though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't really remember what happened, but I'll do my best.
Yeah? Well, next time it happens, you end up sleeping under the bridge like the other newcomers.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Aren't we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine. Take what you wish. I'm watching you, newcomer.
也太多支线吧。
The old papers are by the door. Take them and stop bothering me already.
I think you've got me confused with someone else.
Aren't you a newcomer?
Yeah, I guess I am a newcomer. Charles Reed, private investigator. And I also need your old newspapers, the archive, to be exact.
Ah, so you're the one who cracked the Albert Throgmorton murder case. Nice work. I'm Helen Bland. Say, can you do me a favor? Give me an exclusive interview. You won't regret it. The Oakmont Chronicle is the best newspaper for miles around.
All right, I'll be sure to make some time for you, Miss Bland. Do you still want that interview? I got some time now, if you're ready.
Oh, absolutely. We know that you're the private eye who solved the case, but tell our reader something more about yourself.
I'm a private eye in Boston. The situation in the port was a good use of my skills.
Well, Detective Reed, I think you'll find our city has a lot of secrets, but people may not like you poking your nose in. Maybe we'll have the chance to work together later. Who knows? And now the big question. Why are you here? What brought you to Oakmont?
Currently, I'm tracking down the source of the psychic phenomenon that's been causing madness and visions all across the country.
Ah, yes. It affected people here, but we were much more concerned with the flood. Though Robert Throgmorton sent an expedition.
Yeah, and then hired me to find it. Ironic, don't you think?
I think that's enough for now. I can't give the readers too much all at once. Thank you for your interview, Mr. Reed.
My pleasure. Maybe I'll do something interesting enough to make the papers again. You never know. See you later.
所以呢，放在哪？这。哇！就这张有什么？但是我发现了几张曾经属于日记上的书页，他因为幻觉关系而感到痛苦明白，这是为了想要躲开那些幻觉吗？格林姆海文湾。 哇，这太烧脑了吧！等我先多搞些线索好吧。
What's your problem?
Hey, knock it off!
Hello, officer.
Well, look who finally decided to show up. If it ain't Charles Reed, the genius that cracked the case of Albert Throgmorton. Captain Caleb Lyons at your service. What can we simpletons do to assist you, Mr. Holmes?
Do you and I have a problem, officer?
No, no. Aside from making everyone in the Oakmont Police Department look like idiots, let me be frank, newcomer. You ain't welcome. You slip up, don't cross a T or dot an I, and I'll treat you like every other criminal here.
Okay. Well, can I use the police archive in the meantime?
You can, but only because of Mr. Throgmorton's patronage. And heed me well, you're on mighty thin ice, and I'll be under it when it breaks. Don't waste my time, newcomer.
我靠，卡顿怎么那么严重啊？这所有支线都要这样子一个一个查，真的是。
Guess I don't need the key. a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition? Someone smashed it beyond repair. Can't say I ever saw another shell like it. These samples glitter in a weird way. I wonder where they came from. Map of Cape Cod. It looks like there was something here, but it's been erased.
鳗鱼吗？可以打吗？Guess this helmet's beyond repair. What the fuck?
Grab the papers, smash the rest.
We don't have time to picket. Stand back. I fatah me fe I regach I dagon.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Time to figure this out.
We don't have time to picket. Stand back.
Grab the papers, smash the rest. Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
I fatah me fe I regach I dagon. We don't have time to picket. Stand back.
Grab the papers, smash the rest.
I fatah me fe I.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Several men broke into the expedition headquarters. What they didn't smash, they burned. The archives, even the newspapers.
技能，思想， 绝对进入医生获得经验值，提升获得经验值，这不是应该得吗？话说我要怎么回血？急救包。好。
Help a fella out. I'll take anything.
太容易迷路了吧？
Hey, knock it off.
市政厅中的档案包含的是部分证据有提示图示。What the fuck？ 三小。格里姆海文湾。可供脑子快烧坏了。我看他们记录，明天再继续保存存档。OK。 啊，我有圣子母汤了。